Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 198. Yes, we're 2 episodes now away from the big 200. So, yeah, I apologise that I didn't do this episode last week. But yeah, like I said, I was just having a bad week and I was just not in a good mood. Still not completely in a good mood, not gonna lie, because I've had an absolutely terrible month so far. Then again, I've had a terrible year. Like, it's just been so shit. I mean, in the case of this month, there have been Yu-Gi-Oh related matters that have irritated me. I had one hell of a time getting back to where I used to live for work last Monday, because there were signal problems. I didn't get back until like 11:45 at night or something, and as a result I didn't have enough sleep, and I was barely able to get through work. And then of course there's been another fucking train strike, and as a result I couldn't get into work this week, so I'm just having a really bad time of it. But yeah, I'm trying to push past it. Yeah, just trying to do things that make me happy. Yeah, I've been getting through quite a lot of the editing for the Dual Recreation series. I mean, in terms of editing, I'm currently in early 2016. Yeah, again, I'm just going to push through it and just do this week's episode for you guys. And yeah, we're 2.5 minutes in and I haven't started any questions. Sorry, let's get on with them. So the first 3 questions are from Gunga. 1. In season 2 of GX, Jaden visits Solomon Moto, but Yugi was on an adventure. Could it be it's the adventure of ancient Egypt where he faces a Tem in the final ceremony duel? No, I really don't think so, because remember, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX happens like 5 or 10 years after the original series ends, so Yugi would have gone off to do something else. I mean, it may well have been an adventure, but it wouldn't have had anything to do with events from the original series based on the timeline, so who knows. 2. What do you think happened with Jaden after season 4? Is he now a world adventurer with no home? World adventurer maybe, but I don't know about no home. I mean, I would have thought his parents' place and Duel Academy were always considered his home. So I'm just going to close that. But yeah, I'd be keen to know what sort of adventures he has. I mean, this is what I've been saying in other videos. I want to see a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX movie which follows Jaden's adventures after the events of season 4. Yeah, that would be great to see. I mean, I love the original series. We've had 3 movies now set in the original series timeline, although there is Bonds Beyond Time, which covers the 3 areas. But we haven't had a GX movie, unless of course you count Season 2, which was originally meant to be a movie, but that never happened. But yeah, that's what I'd love to see. 3. I heard after Season 4, Zane Truesdale died because of his heart problems. Do you think this information is true? I mean, I guess. I mean, it depends on the amount of time that would have passed, like, after Season 4. I mean, I guess he's still been on the road to recovery. After Cyrus dueled, what's his face, the guy playing the Jinzo deck, and I know it was said that he'll make a new deck, start a new pro league, but it's hard to say whether or not he'd actually be able to do it based on the conditions. I guess he would have had to wait until he completely got better. Well, I say completely, but is this really something anyone can completely recover from? That's the question. But as I said before, I still wish that he and Jaden had another duel, where they used Cyber Dragons, Cyber Darks, Elemental Heroes and Neo-Spacians against each other, and Jaden actually won. But who knows, maybe it can be a scripted duel. I don't know. Speaking of, we haven't had one this year at any of these big events, which is a bit odd. Oh well. Now, even though John Cross submitted questions here, the next questions are from Weber's 5, because I generally go in the order that they're posted. So Weber's 5 also has 3 questions and says, sorry I forgot to do questions for 197, I spent the first half of my week feeling ill, but here's my questions for this episode. I mean, that's alright. I mean, if you're ill, you're ill. These things can't be helped. I mean, it's not a big deal if you're not able to submit questions. Same goes for anyone. So honestly, don't worry about it. 1. Are you going to try and get any of the chibi artworks from the new Battles of Legend? No. Besides Dark Magician, I'm not really interested in them. Although that being said, Billingham is sending me a couple anyway, with some other cards I'm after. See, when I heard that they were going to be in the latest Battles of Legend, Monster Mayhem, I assumed that Dark Magician would be in it, but it's not for some reason, and neither is Red Eyes Black Dragon, and I don't understand why. And I'm just thinking, what the hell, Konami? Where's Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon? What's the deal here? Why are they not with all the others? So, as a result, this made me not want to pick it up. So, there's actually nothing in the set that interests me. 2. What did you think of my recent video about pair band cards? Well, I already posted my opinion, sort of, in the comment section of that video, and I really liked it. I found it very interesting, and for those of you who haven't seen it yet, go to Weber's 5's channel and check that video out. It's very interesting and insightful. But yeah, I did enjoy it, and I do like that concept. I think it would be a brilliant concept to bring into Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, I've been trying to think of some other examples, but nothing comes to mind apart from the ones that you said and the one that I put in the comments section of your video. But who knows if they'll introduce it. Speaking of banned cards, I'm just wondering where the hell the ban list is, because I thought it was going to be announced after the World Championship, and that was, what, a week and a half ago at the time of recording this? I don't know what's going on there, but that's another story. 3. Do you think Konami should do some Buster Blader support to better synergize it into Dark Magician for summoning Dark Paladin? I mean, I think Buster Blader could probably have more support, but it's not something I've thought about. But it wouldn't surprise me if Konami did do this eventually, because they did do it with the Shining Sarcophagus archetype, you know, try to mix it with Dark Magician stuff, which was really interesting, considering the whole point of the Shining Sarcophagus archetype is that they're retrains of cards that Little Yugi used. And speaking of, I'm surprised that there isn't a Shining Sarcophagus version of Buster Blader or Curse of Dragon, so maybe that'll happen in the future? I don't know. But going back to your question, I guess maybe there can be a way for Buster Blader to synergize with Dark Magician for summoning Dark Paladin, or have a way to be able to run Dark Paladin in Buster Blader without Dark Magician. Then again, I guess technically you could do that if you play King of the Swamp or Goddess with the Third Eye or some other fusion material substitute. But yeah, that would be cool all the same. And the last 10 questions are from John Cross. 1. Has anyone used Lava Golem against you? Oh yeah, I've had Lava Golem dropped on me plenty of times, especially when I'd play against Burn. Ugh. And yeah, it was really annoying when this would happen, although in later years and formats it became somewhat easier to play around. I mean, to be fair, you could play around it anyway by tributing it for a tribute summon. Or of course there was something that I'm pretty sure I once did when playing Plant Heroes, and that was fuse an elemental hero with Lava Golem to make Nova Master. So that's quite funny to do. That being said, I can't even remember the last time I've had a Lava Golem dropped on me. I mean, maybe it was the mini tournament thing where I did the thing that I just described. And if you're wondering what I was playing against, it wasn't a Burn deck, it was my Exodia deck used by Scapegoat User. And if you're wondering why I was using Lava Golem in my Exodia deck, it's because I used this as a way to just simply get rid of monsters that were shutting down my deck in some way or another. Like, I'd use it to get rid of negates and floodgates on legs. That would be the only purpose behind it. But after that, we're talking like 2013 here. It was like one of those what's left of the format duels before the September 2013 ban list came into effect. But after that, I don't think anyone dropped it on me after that, or at least I don't remember. 2. I decided to make a September 2007 Dark Magician deck. Got any tips? Okay, I'm sorry, but this this question actually violates one of my rules, which is no advice questions. But one thing I will say is go and find my September 2007 Dark Magician deck profile. It will be in a playlist, the deck profile playlist, or alternatively there's the video I did on Team Sorcerers where I showcased all 5 of my September 07 decks. It is a quick skim through those, so you'd be better off just looking for the actual deck profile video. 3. If you dressed up as Yama Yugi, which I have before, what will the first line of Yugi's... Wait, what? Yugi... What first line of Yugi's will you use in the original series? Sorry, that was hard to read. Well, I'd have thought the first thing I'd say would be like, "It's time to duel!" I mean, that's the easy answer, right? 4. Pancakes or applesauce? Pancakes. I love pancakes, and even though I like eating apples and apple crumble, I don't care for applesauce really. I'm just weird like that. I don't even like apple juice or apple squash. I'm very particular about how I have apples. 5. What was the worst Yu-Gi-Oh product you opened? Ooh, I wish I thought more about this before recording. I don't know if there was a worst product. It's hard to say, really, although I can think of some sets which were considered an arch nemesis. Duelist Revolution, Judgment of the Light, Legendary Duelist 5 and Legendary Duelist 7. Because with Duelist Revolution and Judgment of the Light, I had terrible luck before. Like, when I opened them, I was hardly ever getting any hollows, or even if I did, it was very rare. I think I got something amazing from Judgment of the Light eventually. Maybe it was in one of my big pack opening videos. I know Drev was kind to me eventually, because in another of these major pack opening videos I pulled an ultimate rare effect Veiler. That was awesome. I don't have it anymore, but still. And as for Legendary Duelist 5, I mean, there were 2 times where it was kind to me, because I was able to pull Evil Hero Malicious Bane, but I was never ever able to pull a Dusted Gold. I mean, like I said, I lost count of how many packs I opened. I feel like I opened somewhere over 60 and still didn't pull it, and in the end I had to fucking buy a playset for my Evil Heroes, and it just cost too much back then. And I had to settle for a OCG Super Rare for my hero collection. Yeah, that was annoying. And as for Legendary Duelist 7, well, I had insane luck with the first 4 packs I ever opened, getting an Ultra in all 4 of them, but then things went downhill after that. I mean, yes, I pulled Egyptian God Slime from a box, but here's the thing, I was trying to pull the Ghost Rare Winged Dragon of Ra, and I never fucking got it. And in the end, I had to fork out £200 for it. It was so annoying. I don't know if I'd say these were the worst products. hard to say, really. I mean, all the products were really good, but I just can't think of anything, I'm afraid. 6. Do you use Dragon Shield sleeves? If you do, Dragon Shield sleeves are the best. Well, yes, I use it for a few of my decks, actually. I use them for Dark Magician, Elemental Heroes, Rainbow Neos, Magician Girls. I think I have them for my cat deck or something else, I'm not sure. I did also use them for Speedroids and Gaia Knight when I had those decks. But so yeah, I definitely do. They are a bit pricier than normal sleeves, unfortunately. But you know, it's always worth it. They're just awesome. I'm trying to remember what the inspiration was for getting Dragon Shield, or who inspired me to do it. But there we go. 4. What is your favourite Nordic god synchro monster? My favourite Nordic god is Thor. I think he's the best one, or if not one of the best ones. Although I guess it would be a toss-up between Thor and Odin, because Thor, well, it's a walking skill drain, even if it's just for one turn, and it burns for the opponent for 800 if it's special summoned through its own effect. Although some could argue Odin would be better because it's 500 points stronger and can make itself unaffected by spells and traps and lets you draw a card if it's special summoned through its own way. So, yeah, it's tricky to say. But although I have grown to like Thor a lot more, hence why I built a Nordic Beast deck back in 2011, and would sometimes bring it back on and off afterwards, because I felt the Nordic Beasts were easier to play. I mean, I still have the deck on Edo Pro to this day, although now it's got some other Nordic stuff. I mean, I'm playing one of each of Odin and Loki in the extra now, but you know, Thor and the Nordic Beasts are still the main focus, you know, rather than have it just be Nordics. 8. A question that keeps popping up: is premature burial legal in Richician format? Yeah, it's Richician, not Magician. No, premature burial is not legal in my format, you know, just like the normal ban list. In fact, I'm going to save you some time, like if you're wondering about banned cards. Okay, besides Pot of Greed, Butterfly Dagger Elmer, Bahamut Shark, and Linkaribo, everything that's banned on the normal ban list is also banned in my format. Okay, that hopefully that will save some time. So I don't want anyone asking me, oh, is Graceful Charity legal? Is Confiscation legal? Is Zodiac Trident legal? Because the answer is gonna be no. Because yeah, I've already had 2 misunderstandings here where a couple of people have used actual banned cards in Richician format decks thinking they were legal when they actually weren't. I guess something that seems to have been missed is the fact that my ban list is an extended ban list from the normal current format ban list. I mean, these guys have even said, oh, but it doesn't say this card is banned in your format. But the thing is, I didn't bother listing anything that's on the normal ban list because I didn't feel there was a need to. I just assumed that everyone knew that this was an extension from the normal ban list. But I guess not. I think maybe I should specifically make a note of it on the page where the ban list is. And it had me thinking, wait, did you seriously think that the likes of Confiscation, Forceful Sentry, Graceful Charity, and the Bandish Shizu cards were legal in my format? Hell no! But yeah, that's that. 9. Is Spear Dragon, Gemini Elf, Swift Guy the Fierce Knight, Gravekeeper's Spy, Emergency Provisions, and Lightfall Sword legal in your Richician format? How many cards are you asking me about? Seriously, this is so much. Are you just going through like old school cards, banned cards, and commonly played cards and seeing if they're legal in my format or not? Because that's the impression I'm getting. Anyway, I can tell you right now that out of all these specific cards that you listed, Gravekeeper's Spy is the only one that is banned in Richician format. I mean, the others are perfectly fine, and they're all at free, they're allowed. Well, there's no need to do anything to them, really. I mean, they're cards that no one even plays anymore. But no, Spy is not allowed because Gravekeepers as a whole are not allowed in Richician format. I kind of already brought this up in my top 20 cards that scarred me for life video, but yeah, I fucking hate Gravekeepers purely because Necro Valley, Royal Tribute, Hidden Temple of Necro Valley, and Imperial Tomb exist. Although, that being said, Gravekeeper's Spy and Gravekeeper's Guard are the only Gravekeepers that I actually do like, because they were a huge help in my old school Dark Magician and Spellcaster decks. But other than that, I fucking despise Gravekeepers. It's a deck that just does too much to stop anyone from playing the game, and I think it's an absolute joke that this archetype is even allowed in what's supposed to be a casual, chilled and relaxed format. I'm talking about another certain casual format, of course. It's ridiculous. I mean, it just sucks all the fun, life and joy out of the game. I mean, Necro Valley doesn't let you have a graveyard, Hidden Temple turns off special summons except for Gravekeeper monsters, Royal Tribute is their own crush card virus, and Imperial Tomb just negates everything. I mean, how is this fair or even fun? It's just not. But yeah, I've gone over this already, both in that video and in one of my tournament report videos from last year. So anyway, I'm digressing, but yeah, that basically answers that question. And finally, question 10. What are your thoughts on the Destiny board cards? Oh, I like them. I like Destiny board. I mean, I even have the deck on Edo Pro, so obviously I enjoyed playing it. But no, it is really cool, and it's one of the only two troll decks that I genuinely do like. I mean, the other one being Exodia. But I feel like Destiny board is the most skilled one, as well. It's not an easy deck to play, and it is vulnerable to back row removal. But luckily, now that we have Dark Spirit, Dark Spirit Mastery, the one that searches Destiny board, or a level 8 Fiend, it helps recycle any of the parts that get sent, and then you can just set it all up again. So at least that does help. And yeah, I have used it in the odd Pedo Pro game. In the Dark Richician's deck Grand Championship and its spin-off series. Never really got far in any events though, but who knows, maybe it can one day. I think so far the best it's done is reach the quarterfinals of the auto win condition tournament I did recently, where it unfortunately lost to Exodia. Although I guess it was due to Nightmare Phoenix and Unicorn, but in my defence, I had to go into them, mainly to search for pieces. I didn't want to risk Destiny board being assembled before I could get to Exodia. But yeah, let's see how well it does in the future. And that's going to do it for questions in this episode. Thanks a lot for your guys' questions. Very cool ones as always. And if you've got any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments section down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Wednesday afternoon or evening UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Richician YouTube channel.